I just had the privilege of art creating one of the most beautiful and whimsical standalone fantasy novels I've read in quite some time, and I need to tell you about it. Thank you so much, Jenny, for putting this on my radar, and if her recommendation hadn't have sold me, the cover by the amazing Kelly Chong definitely would have. If you are a fan of the fairy tale-like whimsical worlds that Stephanie Garber creates, especially in Once Upon a Broken Heart, or the dynamics and relationships that Bridget Kemmerer and Lexi Ryan create, then you absolutely are going to want to have Unlock the Dark by Sasa on your radar. Did I mention that it's a standalone fantasy? The world she's created is so unique. Alaya is our main character. She is a conjurista, meaning she can create keys to unlock basically any type of door. She's the eldest child in her family, caring for her younger 3 siblings as her father is sick and her mother has passed away. Her father is dying, but basically they've been using magic to keep him alive so that she can keep the business afloat and so that she doesn't lose her siblings since she is not a legal adult yet. But just to give you an idea of like the other types of magic in this world, her youngest brother is a thread weaver. He dreams and weaves this beautiful fabric that tells a story. It is highly sought after. Her best friend weaves magic into her baked goods. Like, it is just so fantastical. So one day, a scrappy looking scholar comes in and asks for a key to the one place that Elias swore she would never go again, which are these floating islands that are basically like myth to the people. And the secret of why she doesn't want to return there is slowly revealed throughout the book. It makes perfect sense. She tells this boy immediately no, like that's just one place I'm not going to do. But he soon reveals himself to be a prince and basically tries to wear her down. Despite the attraction between them, she is adamant that she will not build this door, even if Prince Tris is very handsome. But because of a series of events out of her control, including running out of money and ultimately her younger brother being taken by the god of death as like one of the prophets to the temple, Elia just runs out of options. So she goes to see her friend who is a Hope Witch and tries to figure out what's going on. And the Hope Witch tells her that something that will solve all of her problems could possibly be hidden in the library, Islands of Saratura, where she'd sworn she'd never go again. Also where Prince Tris just happens to want to go. Keeping her cards close to her chest, Elia makes a deal with the prince to accompany him to the island and go to the library with him. And in the process, not only is she offered more money than she could ever dream of, but he also offers her his hand in marriage if they make it back safely. And I know that sounds like an entire story right there, but there is so much more packed into this book. Definitely a fantasy with romantic elements. Don't go into this expecting a fantasy romance because the romance is definitely part of the plot, but not the main driving factor. This was just so beautiful. The writing, the pacing, the world. Despite the fact that this story was wrapped up with a nice little bow, I would happily read anything else that Sasa wants to write in this universe. Let me know if this book is on your 2025 TBR.